Welcome to Tales That Stay, stories that stay with you.
Have you ever tried to stay in a gathering which wasn't for you? A gathering of the rich where you, being poor, didn't belong. You nod at conversations you don't understand. You agree with opinions that go against your own values. You shrink yourself down, folding your personality into smaller and smaller shapes, just hoping that no one points a finger. I want to share a story with you about a man named Rashid. Rashid came from modest means. His apartment was small, his clothes secondhand, his pockets nearly empty. Yet he dreamed big. He wanted to rub shoulders with the powerful, the wealthy, the people who spoke of money as if it were air. When he got a chance to join their private gatherings, he took it, believing this was the path to change his life. At the high table, everyone spoke in a language Rashid could barely keep up with. They discussed yachts, investments, and tax loopholes. He sat quietly on the edge of a plush sofa, adjusting the sleeves of his worn suit, gripping his sparkling water with a slice of lime. He laughed when they laughed, nodded when they nodded, shrinking himself smaller with every joke he didn't understand. At first it seemed harmless. Small jabs, teasing remarks. Maybe in 20 years, you'll pick up a car like this, one would say, laughing. Rashid would force a smile, voice tight. Yeah, maybe. But the jabs sharpened. One evening, the unspoken leader of the group, Marcus, had lost a fortune in a bad deal. Rage radiated from him as he ranted about the incompetence of startups. Rashid, who had studied the sector Marcus invested in, saw a chance. Actually, Marcus, Rashid began, leaning forward. The market shift isn't due to bad management, but it's supply chain issues. Pivoting capital into logistics might salvage. Deep silence. Not attentive silence, but the heavy stillness of contempt. Marcus turned slowly. Logistics. His eyes froze on Rashid. You think you can tell me how to salvage my capital? Rashid's heart pounded. I just meant strategic standpoint. Marcus barked laughter, cutting. You're giving me a lecture. The others watched, amused, waiting for the destruction. Marcus leaned in. Look at yourself. Suit doesn't fit. Drinking water because you can't afford scotch. You live in a neighborhood I wouldn't drive through. What could you possibly know about money? Rashid felt his face burn. His hands trembled. His chest tightened. Fear rooted him to the spot. He wanted to fight, to defend himself, to prove that intelligence isn't bought, but he didn't. I'm sorry, Marcus, he whispered. I stepped out of line. Marcus waved dismissively. Drink your water. Listen, maybe you'll learn something. The conversation resumed as if he were invisible. Rashid stayed another 45 minutes, humiliation pressing down like a weight, until finally, he left. Outside, the cold night hid his face. He looked back at the golden glow of the club, at the people he had tried so hard to impress, and he saw the truth. He had been trying to buy friendship with a currency he didn't have his self-respect. Marcus wasn't cruel without reason. He was a mirror, showing Rashid exactly how little he valued himself. By staying, by apologizing, Rashid had silently agreed. Yes, I am less than you. He turned his back on the club. He walked to the subway, each step freeing him from the chains of humiliation. He never returned. Rashid rebuilt his life among people who valued him for who he was. Hungry, ambitious, kind individuals who listened to his ideas because they had merit, not because of wealth. He grew. He built a business, small at first, but his own. He thrived in authenticity, not pretense. Years later, he saw Marcus at a conference. Marcus looked stressed, searching for validation. He didn't recognize Rashid, and Rashid felt no anger. No need to prove anything, only pity. Marcus remained trapped in a shallow game of status. while Rashid walked free. Stop fitting yourself where you don't belong. Fitting in is changing yourself to be accepted. Belonging is being accepted for who you are. If an environment humbles you to stay, it is toxic. It is better to be alone than to be with people who make you feel alone. It is better to walk a lonely path that leads to yourself than to follow a crowd that drags you down. Be like Rashid at the subway station, turn your back on false light, and walk toward your own future. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Go where you can speak without calculating the cost. Go where you belong.